Hi, Max.
Hi.
Welcome to Do Not Disturb.
Thank you.
So before we get into it, our social intern Stella is going to take your comfort order. Stella, what are we getting?
I would love some, could I just get some like chips and dip?
Chips and dip.
Yeah, like I love a Dorito.
Which supermarket? It's very important.
Oh, which supermarket for the dip?
There's only one right answer.
I love an M&S dip. An M&S dip.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got
oh
you.
my God. Oh, this is the best day
Thank you,
ever.
Stella.
Cheers, Stella, love.
Okay, so let's get into it. So first of all, bonjour. Did you enjoy your trip to Disneyland Paris? Again.
Bonjour. Paris was the sweatiest place I've ever been in my entire life. The heat wave that is currently in the UK was there. So Disneyland Paris, brilliant vibes. Not when it's 38 degrees though, kind of hellish. Also, I fall into the trap every time I'm at Disneyland where I start drinking throughout the day. Doesn't really mix well with extreme heat conditions. And I remember I went on Space Mountain and so much blood went into my head that I actually thought I was going to explode. So other than that, brilliant time.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, whilst we love the drink and food vids and seeing another getting twatted at Disneyland, when are we going to see another shopping haul? Because you used to be famous for those when you just blacked out.
Yeah, so sadly one of my most viral moments from years ago was spending more money in the gift shop at Disneyland than I actually spent on the whole trip because I was intoxicated. And every time I even mention the idea of Mickey Mouse, all my followers are like, how much are you gonna buy this time? What have you bought? What have you bought? So I feel as though I've worked on myself as a person a lot. I've been in therapy for about a year and I was able to take myself off to the bathroom and have a stern word and say, you do not need any more teddies. You do not need any more pins. You don't need any random stuff that's just gonna live in your cupboard for the rest of time. So maybe calm down and just enjoy yourself instead of spending all your money on things.
But do you still have the slippers?
That being said, I did buy a few things. I've still got the slippers that I wore, so I didn't need to buy any more of them. Bought some new ears, headbands, and then I bought one teddy and one pin. So nothing too crazy.
That sounds like growth to me.
That is growth. That is growth. Thank you.
So on the topic of getting twatted, what's your hangover cure?
Oh my God, guys, no, it's so bad because I am now at the age where hangovers are the death of me. Like, I am so scared of hangovers now that I bought these dodgy vitamins off the internet that you're supposed to take before you start drinking and then after you get in from the night out as well. Not only that, but I take a load of other vitamins to also counteract any symptoms of a hangover. I'm now at the point where every alcoholic drink that I have, I try to have a glass of water. So much so to the fact that when I was in Paris, oh my God, I've not even told anyone this. When I was in Paris this last weekend, I was in some dingy club and then I would go take myself off, finish my vodka lemonade, go down to the bathroom, fill it up with the tap water. Turns out, not safe, got a parasite, the bed. And was vomiting all night. My boyfriend arrived in Paris the next day thinking we were going to do a full day of oui baguette, let's be tourists. I said, Andrew, I've not slept. I at the bed at 7 o'clock. It was awful. So yeah, even if I try to escape a hangover, illness still finds me.
I mean, this is a safe space, so thank you for telling us that.
Thank you for being such a safe space for me to feel open.
We should also say a late congrats on becoming Online Influencer of the Year at the British LGBT Awards in 2025.
Big up the gays.
Talk us through how that moment was for you.
Literally like 5-6 years ago, I just started posting me chatting absolute on the internet, and now it's a job, and now it's like, it's turned into something that, like, I always describe it as, when I first started, it was a happy accident. Like, I was posting every day on social media during COVID and gaining all these followers, but none of it felt real because I'd never had a real life experience where someone recognized me or I got a job opportunity off the back of it. I didn't even earn any money on social media until after I'd hit 1 million followers because I didn't see it for myself as a career, so I wasn't searching for that. I didn't have an email in my bio like everybody has. I was just having a good time and hoping I could get a free drink every now and again. It's genuinely so bizarre, I can't even put into words. Like, even the fact I'm here right now promoting a friggin' TV show that I'm on. Who the hell do I think I am? I'm wearing like an oversized shirt with like cool little things on it. What? Like, what is happening?
And not everyone gets to be in bed with Kiss.
Completely agree, not everyone gets to be in bed with Kiss. And I must say, I'm naked from the waist down, so I'm having a great time.
We love that for you.
Thank you.
And who in 2026 would you like to see take the crown?
If we're thinking LGBT content creators, I think Charley Marlowe is my absolute fave.
Yes.
I've worked with her so many times. She, for some reason, she cosplays as like a 35-year-old woman, even though she's younger than most of the people in the room, which I think is just hilarious. And yeah, I think that she's a really great example of like what it means to be an LGBT content creator.
And as much as we love seeing you on our feed, we are now loving seeing you on our TV screens.
Weird.
So we've got Celebrity Gogglebox, we've got I'm a Celebrity, and then soon the Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you have any more that you want to add to that list in the future?
So I've done I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here in Australia, and that was like my first ever TV experience. That was so bizarre when that came in. I actually thought it was like a scam email because it was like, yeah, we've got a version of the show in Australia, Robert Irwin hosts it, and I was like, you're lying to me. I'm going to end up giving you my credit card details and this is a scam. And then, yeah, that was just phenomenal and like one of the best experiences of my life. So all the time I get asked like, would you do the UK version? Would you do the UK version? And I think I'd just be stupid to ever turn that down if the opportunity came. Like, it's such a surreal experience to forcefully have, I should say, everything taken from you and like all of your home comforts taken from you and to like reconnect with like actual real life. Like, I would have full days where I'd walk down to the stream and I'd go back up to camp and I'd be like, guys, the water's amazing today, you need to go and look at it. Like, oh, the sound of that water. I'm like, that's weird. That's not okay. That's the sign of a mental person. But it's also the sign of someone that's like really just enjoying life and like everything that life has to offer. So yeah, I'd love to do that again.
Okay, we'll manifest that for you in this room.
Manifesting, yeah.
So you're also an incredible interviewer,
Oh.
and you've mentioned being starstruck by Millie-Bobby Brown before. Have you ever been petrified to talk to a celeb?
Yes, the most scared I've ever been. Actually, recently I interviewed J-Lo for my interview show Performance Review, and I think what I'm now learning after like interviewing quite a few of these big names is that the people themselves are not scary. The teams that they have behind the scenes are absolutely petrifying.
It's so real.
Because they want you to realize the importance of meeting with this person. So like, they're like, you have 39 seconds and like, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my God, like, please can we all just calm down? And then you get to the actual person that you've been so nervous for because you've been going back and forth with their team for like 2 months over this 5-minute interview slot that you've got with them. And then they're there like, hey, yeah, what do you want to talk about? Like, so definitely J-Lo, but I'd have to say the most like iconic interview that I've ever done where I was like, wow, like the weight of the people in this room, that was not a fat joke, by the way. Like, meaning like, I don't think anyone thought that either, so I'm glad that I said that. But like the weight of like the celebrity in the room, I did one for June 2, where it was a 30-minute live stream interview with Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, Austin Butler and Florence Pugh. And it was just me and them. And I completely blacked out. Like the whole time, I had barely any idea what I asked. They seemed to enjoy it. I got good feedback afterwards, but that was a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is live as well, so anything can happen. And yeah, just terrifying. Oh.
That is like an incredible A-list roster there.
Oh God.
You've also given some food-related gift cards to some people that you've interviewed.
Yes.
Who are you taking to Nandos and why?
Oh my God, I'm taking everyone to Nandos who will come. I mean, my most viral interview was when I gave Millie-Bobby Brown a Nandos gift card. The reason I did it was because at the time people were questioning her accent fluctuating between American and English. And for some reason I thought, oh, I'll give her a Nandos gift card as a symbol of how she's British. Yeah, Max, that makes sense. Give her a gift card for a South African company that makes Portuguese chicken, because that symbolises, obviously, Millie-Bobby Brown being British. That makes sense. And she loved it. And then off the back of that, I've got to interview her multiple times. I was at Soho House in America, and she walked over to our table
She
to say hi
recognised
to me.
you.
She recognised. I mean, I was there for like hours, and I saw her, and obviously I was like, "Oh my God, it's Millie-Bobby Brown." And I was like, "Shall I go over? Maybe she'll remember me." No, she won't remember me. That's really embarrassing. I'll just walk over, and she speaks to so many people. Blah blah blah. So my boyfriend was like, "Just go over." And the whole day, I just didn't all night. And then as she was leaving, she walks over to our table and she goes, "I remember you." And I was like, "All right, Millie-Bobby Brown, go on then, girl." And then we had a nice, lovely chat. And I thought, all this came from a Nandos gift card. So 100%, next time she's in the UK, Nandos is on me, Mills.
I love that. I mean, I think we need a partnership there as well.
Completely agree.
So, as we said before, this is a safe space. What has your screen time been this week? And can we have a per
shall I have a
app
look?
breakdown?
So I've never checked my screen time before. Daily average is 6 hours.
That is not the worst we've had.
Is that, I mean, I feel like that's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, weirdly, and this sounds so pathetic, but since when I did I'm a Celeb, that was a moment for me where I was like, stop going on your phone all the time, reconnect with nature, like live in the moment, speak to your mum.
Touch
like,
grass.
Yeah, touch grass. And an app breakdown. Oh, 5 hours of that 6 hours is TikTok. That makes
know your
sense.
audience.
That checks out. That does check out. An hour of it is YouTube. The rest are like, yeah, Instagram, WhatsApp, Airbnb. God, I'm so boring, aren't I? I wish it was like, I'm cheating on my boyfriend, so Grindr. Like, oh no, I've been exposed. Like, there's nothing. How boring.
So A-levels are kind of happening at the moment. So is there any tips for students that you could give?
Number one tip that I always say to A-level students is don't take a risk on the medication that you take during your exams, because I overdosed on antihistamines in my A-level sociology exam. Nearly myself, had to be taken out in a wheelchair, and they had to call an ambulance. And I had to be kept in exam conditions whilst all this was happening, because they kept saying to me, like, you can forfeit your exam and we'll just like give you an average. I was like, no, I really want to do this exam, but I could barely speak or like string a sentence together. So they had to put me in the ambulance in exam conditions, and then I had to sit the exam at about 8 p.m. So don't do that. Not fun.
I mean, like, from all this, you seem to be like the chaotic king.
My life's
You've said before that you kind of love being embarrassed, and I think that a lot of creators try and avoid that. But what is something that you've gone through that's been embarrassing that you've really leaned into?
Oh my gosh, so many embarrassing things happen to me all the time. And the way I see it is like, when I first started to post social media content, I would just post the most vulnerable moments, like if I've been stood up on a date or, you know, anything, because that is the human experience. So now that I have like more success and more cool opportunities, doesn't mean that I'm gonna pretend none of that happens. If anything, like I embarrass myself even more because I do it around important people. It's weird because there's a magazine with GK Barry on there, and we kind of came up at the same time in like social media world. And I remember we got invited to Molly-Mae's PLT launch party.
Obsessed.
Which in itself, what an iconic moment. And we both got so drunk before we went that because we were so nervous about going, that I think we walked in, Grace stacked it over a table, and then I went up to Molly-Mae's dad and I said, like, how iconic is it that, you know, she came from your
Oh my God.
And I just remember being like, oh my God. It was one of those things, and I filmed the interaction, and luckily he took it so brilliantly. He was just laughing, and like, he was a really nice guy. And that night I remember being so starstruck because Molly-Mae came over to me and Grace and said that she recognized us, and we were like just starting off on TikTok and everything. So I don't know what emboldened me to say that to her father, of all people. And also, you know, medically incorrect as well. So that was a wild thing that keeps me up at night.
And not everyone has the guts to say something like that. So props
I
to you.
I don't think people should have the guts to say something like that, to be honest. Yeah, that's something that definitely keeps me awake.
Who was the last person that you DM'd?
Oh, okay, let's have a look. Oh, one of the last people that I DM'd, Alexandra Burke. Iconic queen of all things. Met her whilst doing the Celeb Apprentice. I think we're best mates. I tell everyone we're best mates. She probably says that we're acquaintances. To me, that's my sister. I'm obsessed with her. The other day, she said to me, she went, Max, you know I won X Factor 18 years ago? I said, don't make me sick! 18 15 years ago. I remember that like it was yesterday. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, yeah. Alexandra Burke is the queen of all life.
Amazing.
She really is.
We
and
love
she can
that.
do it even better in broken heels. She can.
And could you tell us about a favourite conspiracy theory that you've got?
Someone told me the other day that in like the food that we get given from like birth is like meant to make us die at a certain age. Like all the chemicals that they put in it are like designed to make all humans die at like around the age of like 70. And I just think that's proper weird. Like, why are you trying to kill me for? I just want to eat a Dairy Lee Donker. Like,
Fair play, don't we all?
Innit?
So, I think Stella is coming back with your food now.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Is this my food?
It is. So we've got Doritos.
Oh my God, my favourite type as well. Me.
Hummus.
Oh my God. What a great
Well, I
hummus.
couldn't be bothered to walk to M&S, it's a bit far.
That's
so
fair.
nice.
Bit rude actually, but I'll
Yeah.
take it. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, brilliant.
Enjoy.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Before you tuck in,
Yeah.
what are you getting up to at the moment and what is coming up for you?
Oh, okay. So, it's quite weird at the moment actually, because I spent the first part of this year and my whole life was about my podcast that I've just finished, that I did with the lovely George Clark. And we did like a UK tour, then an Australian tour. Then we announced that the podcast was ending. Then everyone said that we hate each other, even though we don't. Then we announced that we're doing Gogglebox. So that's really exciting. So I'm doing Gogglebox at the moment. And obviously not having a podcast anymore has left a big like hole in my, why did I feel weird saying that? It's left like a big gap in my schedule. So I'm working on like a new show that I put out on a more regular basis. Lots of exciting conversations happening right now. Also, I'm going on holiday to Greece. That'll be nice.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Max. We'll let you switch on your Do Not Disturb.
Thank God.
Bye.
Bye.